Episode 5, The First Pattern, March 15, 2026, Manila, Philippines. Marina always kept the blinds half closed by late afternoon. The Manila sun had a way of turning her tiny apartment into a convection oven if she forgot, no matter the time of year. Her laptop had already overheated twice this month. Today, the air was thick enough that the oscillating fan did little more than push warm currents from one corner to the other. She didn't mind the heat. She minded the inefficiency. Her job, data analyst for a logistics tracking company, had trained her brain to tolerate chaos only for the pleasure of resolving it. She lived for straight lines, readable spreadsheets, and timestamps that behaved, which was precisely why she had stopped halfway through her end-of-day report, her cursor blinking uselessly on row 238 because a message in her private Discord had caught her eye. "Did you see the glitch at the end of Echo's stream? Someone cross-check, please." Marina squinted at the notification. Echo Nocturne wasn't a streamer she watched religiously, but she'd always admired the technical precision of her model. Smooth motion rigs calmed her the way numbers calmed her, everything where it belonged. She switched windows and clicked the attached clip. The final 30 seconds loaded. Lantern glow, soft purple lighting, Echo's avatar bowed. Marina replayed the bow twice. The first time she watched the animation. The second time she listened. She frowned. There, a breath. Too sharp, too close. Then the blackout. She leaned back, crossed her arms, and let the fan ruffle the edge of her notebook. Something about the timing felt off. Slightly early, slightly compressed, slightly wrong. She couldn't articulate it yet, but her instincts, those quiet, persistent instincts that rarely shouted, tugged at her. Her phone buzzed again. Someone made a forum for it already. Northbridge from Prague is analyzing the Flickr page. A forum? Already? She clicked the link. A plain white site, no ads, no fluff, just a single thread. Strange glitch during channel removal, posted by Northbridge in Prague. She skimmed until she reached the most recent entry. White flicker here too, animation stutters, something's off. Marina reached for her headphones, slipped them on, and opened her local copy of the final clip. She preferred working offline, no compression artifacts, no buffering inconsistencies. She dropped it into her editing software and zoomed into the tail end of the timeline, frame by frame. At second 01:23:19.04, Echo's avatar inhaled. At .19, a breath, sharp, not hers. At .43, the bow triggered, her eyes narrowed. She opened a second window, her notebook digital and meticulously organized, and began structuring a timeline. .04, possible inhale, baseline unknown. .19, off-mic breath, anomalous. .43, bow triggers early, deviation. .49, hair physics dip, inconsistent. .50, lantern flicker spike, unexpected source behavior. .53, blackout. All within a half a second. Her pulse ticked up, not fear, but recognition. Patterns always revealed themselves in clusters. She switched to the Open Forum tab, opened the reply field, and typed with quiet precision. Cross-referencing with my local copy, same anomaly around 01:23:19 stream time. Doesn't look like a simple frame glitch. She hit post. The moment she did, she felt the familiar shift, the quiet internal click that meant she was committed now. If she started a timeline, she would finish it. It would be clean, precise, and airtight. She returned to her software and layered the breath, the bow, the physics drop into one synchronized chart. The alignment was too neat, too tidy, too intentional. Her fan rattled once, the metal grill vibrating. She barely noticed. A new notification blinked. Sundown. Not device interference, running a spectrogram now. I'll post anything unusual I find. She didn't reply, not yet. She flagged the post in her notes and kept scanning the thread in silence. Another ping, Northbridge. Is anyone getting audio anomalies at the very end? My recording has a weird breath right before the blackout. She checked her own copy. Yes, confirmed. Still, she said nothing. More posts stacked. Northbridge, Veil Cruise, Sundown again. Each one circling the same shrinking moment. Marina watched them accumulate, her cursor blinking over an untouched reply box. She wasn't ready to speak. Her data wasn't aligned yet. She pulled the audio track, physics frames, and bow sequence into a new tri-sync. Clean alignment, not for them, not yet, but because she needed it. Only when her numbers were solid did she post. Sync offset between her final line and the bow, roughly 0.3, 0.4 seconds. Definitely not usual. I'm mapping anomalies from the last minute. Post. A small tightening in her throat, focus, not nerves. Outside, Manila's late afternoon haze softened into gold. A jeepney rattled below, music leaking faintly through the glass. When Northbridge suggested building a proper timeline, she hesitated for just a beat. Then she returned to her private screen. 01-23-19. The timestamp glowed red. Too clean, too deliberate, too aligned. The thread kept accelerating. Bill Cruz's physic notes, Sundown's audio spike confirmation, everything tightening like threads pulled toward the same needle. When the moment came, she stepped in, concise and steady. I can handle the timeline, Doc. I'll start dropping in timestamps for audio, animation, and blackout. This time, no hesitation. Hours later, after Ray's Flickr report was added and the thread began to quiet, she minimized the shared document and reopened her private timeline. Every anomaly converged inside that sliver of time, a half-second window, narrow as a pulse. Something happened in Echo's room. Something her rig detected before the blackout. Something no one had a name for yet. She stared at that number again, 01-23-19. Marina leaned back as the Manila night deepened, the sky dark behind her window. She didn't believe in superstition, but the longer she looked at that timestamp, precise, immovable waiting, the more certainty settled into her bones. None of this was random, and whether she planned to or not, she had just taken her place in figuring out why. End of episode 5.